Okay, we just finished talking about the definition error. I assume you know how to add this picture in already. So I just added that picture in underneath the definition error. All right. So I'm going to delete this circle. We'll just say, okay, close this off. And let's delete this circle. So in the sketch, we have the parallelism and perpendicular, and then we have 3 points and 3 lines. And now we're going to go to the sketch tab and create a circle, this time making sure it doesn't touch anything. Okay, and then I go to analysis and I just verify everything is going to work by going to sketch analysis. They're closed, but they're not touching. It's going to be one solid. It's not going to have an issue. Okay, I'll say okay to this, and then we can go back to standard to exit, or you can double click the part body, highlight sketch 1 in the tree, and make a pad. It gives you a warning. Select OK, and then just say OK or type in the length if you want to change the length. I like to go like 2 inches and then reverse the direction, which is this right here. So I always inverse the direction, almost always, and select OK. And I just created a rectangle. I click off of it, and I can maneuver this the same way I did in the sketch. You can use this button for the pan, and you can zoom in and out. Same thing under the View tab. You have the pan feature. I can click and hold and drag this way off the screen. If I can't find it, I can hit Fit All In. I can use the zoom button, so zoom in and out. Hold the left button to zoom in and out. Fit All In shows me the axis and the part. If I open this and hide the absolute axis and do another Fit All In, it makes it easier for it to zoom up on that part. You also have this feature, which is rotate. So you can click over here, hold the left button down, and you'll see the part spins. To reclock it, there's this feature here called isometric, and it puts it back in the original position. There's several other features you can try out. Automatic views to view this part. The problem with this part, and the reason why I can't keep it, is when I open the part body, there's a sketch here and a sketch here, and it gets confused. I don't even know why it lets us make a solid. I'm telling you right now, if you've got a sketch in the geometrical set and a sketch in the part body, and it's the same sketch number, you're going to have issues, but not till later on down the road when it's too late. So I wish it wouldn't even let you do this, because it gave you the warning telling you you're going to have problems, and it let you do it anyways. For some reason, CATIA thinks you know what you're doing, and it lets you do whatever it is you want to do, even though it knows you're going to create a headache for yourself later on. All right, so that was my demo, though, on how you can create a triangle in a circle. Let's go back to my Word doc. Where was I? Did I say whole W? That meant to be just whole. Oops. All right, and I'm going to go Alt-Tab. I'm going to double click the sketch, and that gets me back to where I was at sketch 1 with the circle. I'm going to exit out. That's how you get in and out of Sketcher. Now, if you don't want the pad, you simply select on it, right click, and hit delete. So using your contextual menu, by right clicking on it, you can delete the pad. Select OK to remove the pad. Notice the sketch goes out of the part body. We'll double click the sketch 1. We've at least completed this demo, which will be wrong, but that's okay. You have created a triangle in the sketch workbench with the perpendicular parallel constraints, the circle, and the point for the circle and the necessary points and lines to create that triangle. So even though it's in the wrong place, we still have it done correctly. We'll go ahead and make a picture of that. So go back to your Word doc, insert, screenshot, and I'll just click on this one. It's good enough. It's enough where I can see everything. Just hit the arrow and hit enter. In the next demo, even though it's not on the list, I'm going to come back and make a solid and modify the sketch. Okay, so I'm going to hit Alt Tab. And I don't need this anymore, so I'm just going to close it off. So that little X is how you remove it, and don't save it. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff in there you don't want. This one was done correctly with the sketch inside the part body and not the geometrical set. When I exit this application and go to Model tab and hit the Pad feature, so again, that's the Model tab, and then the Pad feature. Remember, I like to key in a value and hit invert. Don't hit the enter button because it will make it right away. Click on that and it goes in the exact opposite direction. I'll select OK. Notice in the tree you have the sketch in the pad 1. In the geometrical set, nothing's there because that's for construction geometry. We have an absolute axis. You rename this with your name and then whatever the name of the exercise is. And that's how you do the exercise, or that's how you create a sketch correctly so that you can make a pad. So the whole purpose of doing sketches is so you can create solids.